So I've arrived in Mull and I'm at the Caledonian McBrain terminal. You can see there's a big ferry behind me. And I went in to book my tickets, which I have booked my tickets. I've booked what's called a Hopscotch 8, which allows me to cross from here in Oban to Barra, Castlebrae, and then do the appropriate ferries and then cross from Stornoway or Stornoway back to Ullapool. But good planning on Ewan's part. There's no ferry on a Thursday, and you can see the weather here in Oban. Well, you know, it's the west coast of Scotland, so I've got pretty much 24 hours to kill in Oban. Right. Could be worse. Worse things happen at sea, so they say. Well, here I am down by the waterside in Oban. Now, probably with about 23 hours to kill in Oban. I've just got to make the best of it. It's not a disaster. Reminded me of the last time I was in Oban. I was here about 35 years ago, and for whatever reason, I can't remember the reason, but I had to spend the night on the ferry terminal, and that was on Guy Fawkes night, and it's got to be about the best part of 30 years ago, maybe even a bit more. And I was heading out to Tiree then, so thankfully I'm in a financially better position. I can afford a bed and breakfast. I've got to book that in. It's money I didn't plan to spend, but there you go. And this is my view at the moment anyway. Let me just spin this around. Of course I can't do that now. So here's what I'm sitting at. There's a Calmac ferry heading the way out, if you can see that. I'm not sure where that one's gone. Certainly not to Barra. But isn't it pretty, you know? There's worse ways to spend the day. And then looking back to Oban. There you go. I'm not sure where these little birdies are. I'm guessing there's some kind of plovers. Are these sand plovers? Anyway, there you go. A few wee birdies. And they don't seem to be too bothered by me. They're not rushing up to me like that. They're probably saying, I wish you'd fuck off so we can get out of this wind. Just for your information, these little birdies, I'll just move a bit closer so you can see them. They'll start moving. Very well camouflaged, but they're sandpipers, not sand plovers, sandpipers. Nice wee birdies. Can you see a bit knotting up there? That's from the Argyll and Sutherlanders, and here's the Highland Light Infantry and the King's Own Scottish Warders at the Cosbys, and there's another McNaughton in there. Spelling it a dodgy way. That's Ballymore. Yeah, I'm looking at that is the sound of Kerrera, I think. I hope I'm pronouncing that the right way. Again, looking back to Oban. This is Fingal's dogstone. So old Fingal would tie his big dog, it must have been some size of a dog, to this old rock and send him off hunting afterwards. Here comes another Calmac ferry steaming in, and it's not going to fucking Barra, bastards. I'm going up a nice wee wall here. So listen, I'm having a chance to see some other parts of this countryside, which I wouldn't have if I'd got on a ferry to Barra today. And I've got no resentments about being stuck here in Oban for a wee while. It could be worse.